Okay, so that's not on.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about how Android can be used in robotic applications. Quickly, I'm Will Smith, in my third year of air robotics at Aber, and I'm one of the lead members of RoboBoat. So why did we choose Android for the project? It's cheap, you can pick up devices reconditioned for about £20 on eBay. You can really rapidly prototype things and knock together things a lot quicker than you could with other platforms. And they're packed with sensors with very easy to use APIs. Many alternatives you can use, like pick an Arduino, but again, they're a lot slower and they have no sensors. You can use things like the Raspberry Pi, Gumsticks and BeagleBone. Again, they're very powerful, but again, you've got to spend a lot longer actually developing them. And there's a new thing called the Gadgeteer, which is similar to Arduino, but a lot easier to use. So RoboBoat, it's an offshoot of the Robotic Society, and mainly CS students, as you might guess.
Can you explain what the Robotic Society is?
Well, the Robotic Society is formed, there's three main groups. There's Robot Wars, which is fighting robots, there's RoboBoat, and there's a group that tries to get kids interested in sort of robotics at sort of secondary school level. And that was formed last year, just gone. Many sort of MOOCs that Colin developed, microprojects, and there's a few other random boats that we've got to use. So what the MOOC is, it's designed by Colin for his PhD thesis. It's about 10 centimetres long with a very shallow draft, so you can launch from lakes easily. You don't have to worry about having sort of pontoon to launch it from. They cost about £600–700 to build, including the gumsticks, sensors, the hull, access point, things like that. And draws about 700 milliamps of power. For the Android MOOC, you've got a GPS and compass on board, so you've got to work on the phone, small, cheap to use, wrapped in a nice, easy to use Java API, and the power consumption is significantly less, around 270 milliamps. You just get a very long runtime, or you can make boats smaller, lighter, or you can pack in more batteries so you can get a much longer runtime. And the lowest total device cost, if you get the second-hand or reconditioned phone, is about £100. The architecture itself, what we use is an IRSC2012 which goes to GPS, compass, and the access point for communication. And we used Austria Microsystems AS5040 for the wind sensor, which is just a magnetic encoder which gives you a PWM output back. And obviously it's two servos for the rudder and the wing control, and the yo-yo board for the interface link. There are some disadvantages in Android. If the phone crashes, you've lost complete control of the device unless you can get some sort of watchdog set up. How accurate the sensors compare to things you might buy and spend a lot more money on, will that matter? And how reliable is it? We haven't done any long-term testing yet. I haven't tried to put it out for anything days on its own, so we don't know how reliable it is. So how far have we got? We've got the basic control system done, which enables us to control the boat via IRSC. It's all done by a Python Django web app, but it's only been tested in the lab. We haven't actually checked out in the water just yet. There's lots of things still left to do, including the autonomous navigation. We plan to make an SMS tracker so you can text the boat, you can tell you where it is, what speed it is, where the wind is, batteries, anything like that. And try and get in touch with the world server for events like this. The future of Android and Yo-Yo is lots of robotic applications, things like rovers, planes, boats. You can do night vision, which will be built on cameras, very cheap navigation. You can build sensor networks so you have phones around locations and they'll talk to each other and things like that. Any questions? I'll do my best to answer them for you.
Thank you. If you have any question? So, me, I have one question. I would like to know how you program, in which language you program your Android?
Java.
In Java.
Yeah.
It's easy because
All Java is wrapped in, very easy to use Java API. You import a library, you have direct access to all the sensors on the phone, you get all the information in a few lines.
Because I remember about 1 year ago we used App Inventor, something like this.
Yeah.
Quite easy for that, but now it doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah,
It's being relaunched now.
Yes, they said since a long time, but it will be, it's sure. App Inventor will soon.
It's available again.
It's available again. Okay. And so why do you use Java instead of App Inventor, which seems more easy?
Java gives you the power. I haven't used App Inventor, but Java's just very easy. We all know Java, and it's just very easy to use. That's what I found. Very powerful.
Okay, so
If you want any of the codes on GitHub, or contact me, we may address that.
yes, maybe you have to show me how it works with Java. I'm interested in the program my language. Okay, any other question? Yes, please.
How much work have you done with sort of power control on Android? Is it easy? Have you had any experience?
I haven't done any power opening yet, no.
So was that, I can't remember how, was it 100, 200 milliamps or something?
270, yeah, that was just done based on bench tests.
And that was just average, was it?
Well, we left the app running for about an hour,
Okay.
and it didn't exceed 270 milliamps. That's all GPS, and everything running like that.
Okay. Cheers.
Yes, come on.
What voltage bus are you measuring your 270 milliamps? Is this out of the battery?
That's out of the power supply, yeah. So it's,
There is a battery buffer in that.
there's a battery buffer in that, but that's taken into account.
But 27 milliamps of current at what voltage?
That was at 3.7 volts.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
A quick question, how does it work in terms of student involvement? Is this
It's
do you
just
have credits or is it
it's just a society set up by students for students. So we just group has got together, said we want to do some basic robotics, use universities thing. So we just got together one day.
you don't get any
Organised
credit
it.
for this?
No.
Okay. Another question? Okay, so thank you for the first session.
So we should have tea and biscuits later.